Is it the ability to thrive beyond surviving? Is it flourishing in spiritual awakening? Is it great health? Is it a really great financial portfolio? What is prosperity? And what is it that limits us from receiving the abundance that is available for all of us to access? Where in our minds are we stuck from receiving the abundance and the flow from the universe for that inspiration, that ability to take that next step forward and find that prosperity that we are looking for to support us in the means that we want to thrive in our passions, finding our heart's purpose, whatever it is that makes us wake up and never feel like we're working a day in our life. That's the kind of prosperity that I'm talking about tonight. So we have the bee spirit, and when you think about a bee, you're thinking about, being a busy bee, a worker bee. So we're definitely talking about the idea of what we can do in order to find that action towards prosperity. So as usual, we're going to be picking a card for a animal spirit to the left or to the right. I am feeling to the left. The cosmic egg. So if you're already feeling like you're never getting there, or you must do this alone, there's no one else there on your side that can help you, or just feeling like you're forgotten, the universe has kind of left you by the wayside. If you have any of those kind of feelings, especially when it comes to attracting that prosperity or leveling up your life, that's going to be connected into your crown chakra. So we really want to make sure that we are opening up our crown chakra and being able to connect to that source energy. So when we are connected into that source energy, we kind of find that we have an unfolding of our cosmic consciousness, the ability to find that completion, a journey through self-realization, with that autonomous effort and grace. So this card is all about how we self-govern, our ability to connect with the energies above ourselves as well within ourselves. And the crown chakra is like our human little antenna. So if our antenna is disconnected or having a bad signal, it's going to impair our ability to receive the information that we need in order to leap into that prosperity. So let's see the animal tonight to the right. The moth. So tonight with your prosperity, if you chose the path to your right, the moth is going to be talking about that flickering aspect of not having that energy, the ability to have something stick for it to really kind of go forward and just kind of have that consistency. So that flickering aspect, the moth follows the light. So you want to make sure that you're not investing your time in something that you're not fully experienced or knowledgeable about. So I think that seeing something that's like shiny and new, or like, oh, that's a really easy solution, you want to think twice right now about maybe going and taking that leap into prosperity. This is also really good about love and romance. So if prosperity is what is romance for you, is romance part of your prosperity, then this is a really great card for you as well. And also this is about a card about going a little bit deeper. So anything that's in the shadows will come to the surface. So if there is something that is holding you back from your prosperity, whatever is sitting there in the dark definitely will come to light. And you might as well know now. So you might as well do a little investigation, get that magnifying glass out, look at the finances a little bit more, and really kind of dig deep. If not, it's going to come to light and you're going to just be hoodwinked. So it's kind of your choice, but that energy you're looking for will come eventually, but you just need to see beyond the normal perceptions, because clairvoyance is definitely a part of that moth energy this evening. So depending on where you're going, we're going to do things a little different this evening. We're going to pull just a couple of cards and kind of see the collective energy of the cosmic egg and the moth and what it means for the journey forward. So we have our current reality is going to be the art card. Our past is the Prince of Cups. Oh, and the worry of the future. How perfect. So This card is one of my favorite cards, as I've mentioned before. This is about following your true will. This is about leaping beyond the manifestation and synthesis of an idea and saying, all right, it's bound, sealed, and delivered, or this is fully figured out. It's kind of already, the pieces are there. So this card is saying that the prosperity is kind of at your fingertips. So whether you can recognize it or not, that's kind of up to you. That's about autonomy. So I would say that keep working where you're at right now. And the Princess of Cups is definitely talking about more of that co-creation aspect. So there's a little bit more of a codependent energy. So there might be a lot of different aspects that are dependent upon other aspects. So that might be feeling like it's been holding you back and being able to truly perform the way that you would like to perform. And because of these kind of restrictions or these illusions and not being able to really see clearly, the worry is all around. And this worry is maybe like flickering in and out, especially since it's underneath that moth energy. So I feel like, especially coming as a natural worrywart within the family, this is especially a mental game, because whenever we are dealing with the difference between just raw emotions and also the magical knowing and feeling of empathy and all the other gifts that come with those extra sensory perceptions, we can get a lot of information overload about stuff, especially about things that have yet to come. So worrying is definitely a huge leap in our evolution as a human being, because it's about dealing with trust and trusting your instincts to navigate the way. And if it doesn't necessarily go your way, making sure that you trust yourself to figure it out if it doesn't. And when we know that we can count on ourselves to figure it out regardless, this worry should slowly unwind itself so we can get right back to that prosperity and really feeling confident about what we're doing. And to wrap things up tonight, let's see if we have a single card here that can show us a overall theme this evening. The silence. A magical rule of thumb is, until it's done, don't tell anyone. This concept of silence is also kind of saying that whether or not we need to connect into our crown chakra, or if we feel like the energy isn't truly sustaining us the way we would like it to sustain us, there's this kind of going within in order to see the external matter more clearly. So finding that time to go within yourself, you might get that sudden inspiration, clarity, direction. You might be able to calm some of that worry. So if your mind is really full and busy about how you're going to make something happen, how you're going to turn it around, how you're going to find that prosperity, how can you leap beyond surviving because life really sucks right now, time just to kind of like put a pause, put everything on mute for a minute, find some enjoyment, or find something that allows your mind to unwind. And once your mind unwinds, turn it back on, unmute everything, and look at it again and see what happens. And you might be able to feel a sense of relief, or like a that sigh of relief, maybe, that your body can take a step back from that state of anxiousness, because prosperity is all around. We just need to connect into that universal source energy and have patience if something is not or isn't consistent and is continuing to flicker and you can't see clearly. Have patience with yourself. Maybe that is the reason why you need to take some time and just kind of go within, because once it's on and there's no turning it off, because you wouldn't want to turn off the faucet of abundance now, would you? So I appreciate you tuning in this week for a little note on prosperity, and I thank the Cosmic Egg and the Moth for gracing us with their presence tonight to show us that we can be connected and inspired. All right, have a fabulous week.